Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is a film from 2022. This movie is finally out on VOD, so I was able to get a look at it. Um, I'm glad I watched it at home because this is overall. I'm not a big fan of movies over 2 hours at the theater. Also, this movie has some kind of chapters broken into it, which gave me the perfect opportunity to pause, take a little break, go get a drink, restroom, whatever. So I really appreciate that in a movie. Um, so let's get into some of the details of the movie, then I'll get into the actual review. So this movie is rated R with a runtime of 2 hours and 19 minutes. As of recording of this video, critics give this a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience gives it an 89%. And I think when the audience and the critics agree, whether it's good or bad, it's definitely something that you kind of have to pay a little bit more attention than when they're split. So it feels like this movie fulfills a lot of the check boxes for the critics and also the audience. And I'll get more into that into the review. This movie is directed and written by the Daniels. This is a directing team of Daniel Kwan and Daniel Schneider. So if you're not familiar with the plot of this movie, and I won't go too much into details, not a lot of spoilers, if anything. When an interdimensional rupture unravels reality, an unlikely hero must channel her newfound powers to fight bizarre and bewildering dangers from the multiverse as the fate of the world hangs in the balance. So, we have another multiverse movie, and I think the way this movie handles that is amazing. So we'll get more into that once I get into the review. Let's just quickly talk about the cast. So this movie stars Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Wang, Stephanie Su as Yoi Wang, uh, Ki Hugh Kwan as Waymon Wang, James Hong as Gong Gong, and Jamie Lee Curtis as Deidre Bu Dre. Oh, apologize for any names I mispronounced. They all the characters have very very hard names to pronounce if you're not familiar with the name. Uh, but let's get into it. I mean, overall, I love this movie. It is great. It was quite a journey. Like I'm a big fan of all the blockbuster stuff, like Top Gun and Jurassic Park and all that stuff. I'm also a big fan of all the comic book stuff, right? Like you guys know I love genre movies. If you've been following this channel for a little while now, but I also really like stuff like this that kind of changes the perspective of like what is a movie like what are we making movies for, like is it just to get a blockbuster hit, or is it just to kind of tell a message and actually tell a compelling story with fun characters, with original material, and try to test the boundaries of what can be done in film. And this movie accomplishes pretty much everything because it did great at the theater money wise, box office wise, but it also managed to tell a compelling story with like just emotional beats, fun action scenes, a little bit of like sci-fi is used in a way to kind of drive the story forward, and it makes it really interesting. And I mean, the performances were great. Michelle Yeoh, I cannot see how she wouldn't be nominated for something in the next year. Also, this movie, I think Jamie Lee Curtis was one of the highlights of this, but I think at the heart of this movie is Ki Hugh Kwan as Wayman Wong. I think he is the heart of this story, and I really, really like his performance and seeing him back in film for a role like this. I think it really makes it amazing that just something amazing to behold. There are some really big ideas in this movie, but that doesn't take away or it doesn't impede just the understanding of a story of like how we treat each other, how our actions affect others, stuff like that. And so it really utilizes that concept of the multiverse to kind of work through this story and hit all those emotional beats. I think throughout life, a lot of us ask ourselves, just like some questions about like, what if we had done things differently? How your life could be a little bit different, or how even if it's something that you're looking forward to, like in the future, like how that can affect you. Like the choices you make, how that affect you and they affect others. So it definitely presents a lot of philosophical questions about life, destiny, and then what could have happened, what could have been. But it focuses all that stuff around a really compelling story, a really compelling set of characters. So I really enjoyed my experience. Uh, Very emotional too. At some points, this movie, like, I was very close to like just bursting into tears because the story he's trying to tell, it just really connected with me. So really, really, like, it was very cathartic also to watch this movie. But on the flip side, like, the action scenes are amazing, the choreography, the fighting, like the editing of the fight. I love seeing a fight that doesn't have like a million cuts, right? I think, and also this movie, it comes with a great sense of humor, a little bit of like, let's get weird, let's get interesting. So the Daniels and the crew here really managed to do something amazing. I would not be surprised, and I'm pretty sure this is already on a lot of people's top films of the year of 2022, and we're not, we're barely about to hit halfway through. So stay tuned. I'll definitely be putting a list together. So highly, highly recommend you check this out. As I mentioned, this is now on VOD. If you get a chance to still watch it at the theater, go for it. I think it's a perfect, perfect family outing. Even though it's rated R, maybe the little ones, yeah, maybe for the little ones it's a little too much. But I don't think the humor is not too raunchy or anything like that. There's a few gags here and there that I'm like, okay, that's a little more adult, but it's fun. It fits the story, and it just kind of fits the humor of this movie overall. And there'll be some really cool stuff. I love seeing James Hong. He recently got his star on the Hall of Fame and the Walk of Fame, so that's really cool. So yeah, this movie just kind of proves that you can make really cool movies. You can make original stuff. You can make movies that make a lot of money without having to rely on some property or a big franchise. So yeah, 2022 has been a great year for film, and I look forward to the next half. So highly, highly recommend this. Make sure to go check this out, or just download it at home for on video on demand. The Blu-ray should be coming out pretty fairly quickly as well. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.